I have put off making this video all summer because I didn't think I was going to be making this video, but I didn't get into the rad tech school. The last video you saw, I interviewed for the school, and that was like beginning of the summer. I don't even know when, but I interviewed for the school, and then they said a week later we'll let you know our decision. So that next Monday or the week later, I was like horribly anxious. I kept checking my email. I wanted my dad to read it. Actually, I wanted my little brother to read it because I thought it'd be cute and I wanted the whole family to be there. 8 o'clock, I see I got an application update is what the email said, and I ran up to my dad and I gave him my phone. I said, okay, you read it for me. And he's looking at his phone, he's reading it, he goes, you didn't get in. And I was like, oh my gosh, why is he joking around? I said, no, you're joking. He said, no, baby, look at it. Hands me the phone, and the email basically said, Dear Madeline, thank you for your participation in the Radiologic Technology Program's recent selection interviews. As you know, enrollment in the program is restricted due to the limited clinical education space. Regrettably, I must inform you that the program has reached its full capacity for the next entering class. And then it just goes on. But I read that on my phone and I just started bawling. I was really surprised. I thought for sure I had it. I was pretty mad at myself. It's hard not to be mad at yourself because it's all your efforts, right? I felt like I failed. I wasted 2 years of my time and energy just to get a no from the school. And how the application works is that I have to wait a full year until I can even reapply. Because they only accept 23 students once a year. It's hard because I also have friends who got into other programs and I felt so embarrassed. It's hard not to feel embarrassed, but I felt like I kept getting kicked in the butt. Like God just kept telling me no. And I hate when friends, I know they're trying to be encouraging, but it's hard when a friend comes up to you and says, maybe this is for a good reason. Like, I guess, but it doesn't help me in the moment. And sometimes we never know. And so actually I'm glad I'm making this video a few months later because it's helped me to see God has learning lessons for everything, even if I absolutely do not want to be doing this. Yeah, so then I met with the program director. I emailed him, I said, hey, can we meet up? Because I wanted to know what in the world I did wrong or what I could do better on the application because I knew I wanted to reapply. And so we met over Zoom and we talked about how to reapply and all that, and he says you get bonus points if you reach out to the director. He said he's only had a handful of students do that, which blows my mind. Anyways, I asked him classes, which ones I can redo, and he's like, you don't need to redo classes. He says, I can see that you scored a 20.8 out of 32 on the interview section of the application. And he says most of the comments were I talked too fast and I didn't elaborate. So I should have prepped myself more on this interview, but looking back on that Get Ready With Me interview video I made, I was just horribly nervous and panicky and I didn't prep myself enough. So when I got there, I was already we had to wear a mask. I already was panicky, feeling, and the mask didn't help. So I think I talked too fast. And in my head I thought in interviews they want to give the short, concise, right answers, you know what I mean? And we talked about it. He said they want to hear more you, not just the right answers. So elaborating, even if it sounds silly, is better than just giving a short answer. So that was hard to learn because that means I didn't have anything to do this fall. I was like, man, what am I going to do? Because all my prereqs are done, all I have to do is wait a year, basically, and do better on the interview, is what I was told. So this fall, I am taking 4 classes. I'm taking a pharmacology, a biology, a communications, and a psychology class. These classes are just bonus to go towards my bachelor degree if I were to get into a tech school. And I plan on reapplying for not only this current school, but another school to widen my chances of getting in. I know that this has actually been a really good gut check. Okay, is this something I want to pursue? Is this something I'm ready for? I got a job at a outpatient imaging center. I'm just doing front desk work, but I get to hang out with techs and radiologists and see what they do all day. So that's been really fun to see. So my classes are all online. I chose to do it that way because I wanted more time to work. I still work at Dutch Bros Coffee and I'm working at that outpatient imaging center. And I also am continuing the volunteering at the Children's Hospital to try and give myself more hours. This is a really huge setback for me. I felt so discouraged. I still feel really discouraged because even at the imaging center that I'm working at, they have radiology students for the school I applied for, which hurts to see. But I just have to keep in mind that Jesus knows exactly what he wants for me. Not knows, but Jesus has something planned out that's perfect for me. I just have to be patient. And it was cool. I got to have a really great summer and hang out with a lot of different friends and just kind of be a kid for a little bit longer. So even in my disappointment, Jesus is still so, so good to me. And I just wanted to make this video because I think it's good to see my failures. The reason I bought a camera was to see more of my life, and I wanted to vlog while I was in school because I think it'd be cool to look back on, and if I don't record this, I think I'm going to regret it. That's kind of the update with my life. I'm going to try vlogging a little bit more. I just want to record more of my life and just be able to look back on it. So yeah, that's just kind of my update, and yeah.